Below already, right? Same, every day same. I don't change one.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Today, come on. Yeah, exactly. We have a huge day lined up for you. Lots and lots of great on-track action and a whole line of Porsche sports cars for you to try. Alright, so after 13 years away from Singapore, the Porsche World Roadshow is finally back. And if Porsche is the brand for those driven by dreams, then the Porsche World Roadshow is the place we put dreams in motion. Alright, we're going to have the full range of Porsche sports cars for you to try, and we also have our Porsche certified instructors all the way from Germany here to teach us a little bit about how to push these cars to their maximum potential. Okay, we've got good weather today, good tires out on the cars, and we expect it should be really good, isn't it? Before we start, just a couple of announcements. This event, of course, would not be possible without the help of our sponsors. These are Shell, Michelin, Mobil One, as well as Marina Bay Sands. And before we begin as well, I have small requests, because you are all my media colleagues. We have to respect the safety limits of the spaces that we have here, because we are working in a small space, of course. So the instructors have kindly told me that we have to stay a safe distance from the cars, especially the photographers and the videographers. If you are behind the yellow fence, it's fine. So there's a yellow fence over on the other side. If you are behind the yellow fence and shooting from there, it's totally fine. For the handling course, you have to stay under the shelter. When the cars pull in for the driver change, you can get a little bit closer. But once that's done, please go back to the shelter also, because the instructors don't want to risk the safety of all of us here. Okay? Right, now on to the next thing. Let's now kick off the event with some words from our General Manager of Porsche Singapore, Andre Brand. Let's welcome him, come on.
Yeah, thanks Brandon. Also from my side, warm welcome. I hope everyone is excited for today's event. Yeah, Porsche had a quite busy first half of the year so far, with many unexpected tailwinds in Singapore but also globally. Yet despite this, Porsche managed to adapt, innovate and deliver more cars than ever globally in the first quarter of 2023. So in Singapore, we continue elevate experience for our customers with highlights such as the Art of Dreams and various exhibitions we've done at Mandala. I've seen most of you there as well. We've presented the 550 Spider. We launched the new 911 Sport Classic. And yeah, but our activations were not only in the sphere of new products only, because we also celebrated, for example, International Women's Month in March with our celebrity chef Erin Chu from Kapu, and of course also our long-term CSR partner, United Women Singapore. Then we really had to take a quick breather in April after the flurry of events, but now we are back, as Brandon mentioned, after 13 years with the Porsche World Roadshow finally returning to Singapore. And I think, our products already stand out by themselves. Every Porsche is imbued with the sports car DNA from our motorsports heritage. And later on today, we'll have this unique opportunity to see a distilled example of this motorsport DNA as we show for the very first time publicly in Singapore the new 911 GT3 RS. And when we combine amazing products like the GT3 RS with one-of-a-kind experiences such as the Porsche World Roadshow, then we aim to deliver a brand experience that is on a different level and that few others can match. Porsche World Roadshow is back to Singapore because Singapore continues to be the spotlight for Porsche as we pioneer new ideas here and we work towards the launch of our all-new studio concept at Kuroko Midtown in the second half of this year. And Singapore is also very much the home for dreamers. And also for Porsche Singapore, we are dreaming big. Our team is growing every day. We are ramping up operations and we're all excited then to welcome you in our new studio towards the later half of this year. And of course, you'll all be invited for the big welcome event when the time is right. But for now, enjoy this unique opportunity we have today to get close and personal with our most high-performance offerings, including the 911 GT3 RS and the 718 GT4 RS. So I hope you all enjoy yourselves today. Stay safe, have a good time behind the wheel, and thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Andre. And yes, very much look forward to today and very much look forward to later on this year. But one thing to do before we begin, and there's a very special day for one of us. And that's the reason why I asked you for the color of your car earlier, because Srijit, it's your birthday. Happy birthday from our family to yours. And we have Clara, we have a small token, don't we? We have the small token with us. Is he around? Oh, Clara's not around.
I think the GT4 RS.
That one, we have to line up a couple of contracts. Okay, now let's hear from our chief instructor, Wim, who's going to tell us how he's going to keep us all safe on the driving routes today. Over to you, Wim.
Thanks. So, ladies and gentlemen, also on behalf of the instructors from Porsche Germany, very big welcome to the Porsche World Roadshow. For those of you who are attending this event for the very first time, I think most of you, it's an ongoing event where we travel the 5 different continents, basically with the aim to infect all of you with a virus which we call the Porsche virus, not a dangerous virus, and the medicine basically are all the 26 cars that we have brought from Germany, that you will be test driving in different driving activities throughout this afternoon. And since we have prepared different driving activities, we have also divided the group into 4 smaller teams. So at the registration, each one of you has received a different colored lanyard. For example, those of you who have a purple lanyard, you will be with my colleague Dario, coming from Spain. Then in the red team, with the red lanyard, we have Jordi coming from Barcelona. In the orange team, we have Admi coming from Malaysia. And last but not least, in the mint green team, it is Steph coming from Belgium. And then we also have the support from Kenneth with his colleague Arvin for supporting in the road tour coming from Malaysia also. So you will meet the guys later on. Not only a lot of years of instructing for Porsche, but also racing experience. So you will not only learn a lot about our cars, but also improve your driving skills in this afternoon part. So different activities, and basically the best way to explain the activities that we are doing this afternoon, we prefer to show you a movie.
Forget what you see. Forget what they told you. Forget what you've read. None of that matters. You've got high expectations? Well, they're not high enough. Because only when you feel the horsepower in your hands, the grip in every curve, and your confidence turning into bliss, only then will you understand what makes a great day become a glorious day. And why this roadshow becomes showtime. Now it's time for you to take control. Conquer the track. Defy physics. Feel the speed. And embrace the future. Share your adventures. Compare your achievements. And find out if you have what it takes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so many of the activities that we are doing this afternoon, you have also seen it in the video. And in order to infect all of you, we have actually brought over 10,000 horsepower from Germany that you will be test driving in the different activities. For example, we are having a handling track that we have set up where we will be mainly test driving our different 911 models. We also have the Taycan GTS and the Cayman GT4 RS in this activity. Then we have a road tour so that we can also experience different Porsche models in normal driving conditions. Also in the video we saw the off-road. Most of our customers know the Cayenne from driving it in normal driving conditions, bringing the kids to school, but actually it's a really nice off-roader. And also here we have prepared off-road exercise for you where you will be test driving the Cayenne. And then we have also a double activity. One part is an exercise where we can test drive the agility of the Boxster GTS in a slalom exercise. And we also have a nice exercise accelerating with the 911 Turbo S in 2.8 seconds from 0 to 100, and also test driving the carbon ceramic brakes. But we will always explain the activity before you start each of the activities. Now, safety, of course, is of paramount importance in the Porsche World Roadshow. Maybe all of you or most of you know the PSM button that we have in our cars. It stands for Porsche Stability Management, or we prefer to call it Please Save Me. It's our electronical angel. So for obvious safety reasons, we will not be switching off the traction control or stability controls in any of the exercises. And then also important, since we have a lot of photographers, like we mentioned earlier on, we also want to keep it safe for you. So always in each of the activities, please speak to the instructor that we make sure that you are taking nice pictures, but that you also take them from a really safe position. Okay? That's it so far from my side. Before we start with the driving part.
Yes,
a
okay.
few more
Yes, a few more
details.
announcements. Spokespersons, if you are interested to do any interviews, we have, of course, Andre, who is able to answer any questions about Porsche Singapore. We also have Yannick, who is available somewhere here, who can speak about Porsche World Roadshow. And of course, we have Wim, our chief instructor. If you would like to get some words from him, there's no problem. He can definitely do some interviews as well. And without further ado, I guess, the next section, we have a small surprise. You might have seen it wrapped up outside. We're going to go unwrap it now, all right?
Around the car and the screen, and we'll get started very shortly once everyone is here. All right, the moment is here. Ladies and gentlemen, the new 911 GT3 RS is purpose-built for performance. But before we show you the car, let's take a look at a video that shows us what this car is all about. Come on, let's welcome the new 911 GT3 RS, everyone! Woohoo! All right, and now to tell us a little bit more about the car, let's welcome Nikki Lim, our Porsche Pro.
Woohoo! Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to fellow Porsche enthusiasts. My name is Nikki. I am a Porsche Pro for Porsche Singapore, and it is my greatest honor to present to you the latest and the greatest 911 GT3 RS. So through this presentation, I would be mentioning for the first time, a couple of times, but for the very first time, we are actually doing away with the 3 radiator setup on the regular 911s, and we are replacing it with a motorsport-derived radiator which came from the 911 GT3 R cars. So if you take a look at the nostrils over here, there are boomerang fins all the way up here to divert the hot air all the way to the side while allowing for cool, clean air to be diverted directly into the engine intake at the rear. So at the front, this also frees up additional space for the active aero flaps. So if we were to take a look at the side, there are fins all over here which look and actually perform like they were originally intended to. They actually release wheel pressure being built up on the wheel wells and diverts the air to our newly sculpted carbon fiber doors all the way to the air intakes which were previously on the 911 Turbo S being fed into the intercoolers. But right now, this flap is only feeding air and directing air all the way to the rear for extra aerodynamics. So we also have extra fins on the top of the car to prevent the hot air being diverted from spilling back into the top of the car, which cool air is present. On the rear, for the very first time, we have F1 derived technology, DRS, drag reduction system, which would allow the adaptive spoiler to be moved and synchronized with the front aero flaps in conjunction to how much downforce the car actually requires. So for the first time, this is the largest wing ever to be built on a 911 car. We have never seen such a huge wing before, spanning a width of 6 feet. And while we are at the back, I would also like to mention a little bit about the engine. So the engine is a 4-liter naturally aspirated engine with reworked motorsport camshafts, pushing an extra 15 horsepower out from the engine. So moving to the interior, the part which interests me the most, for the very first time, instead of a single dial on the steering wheel, we actually have 4 different dials, allowing for adjustments of the compression, the rebound, the differential settings, and also 7 stages of traction control. All these can be tweaked via the dials without having the need to climb under the car on your regular track days. At the same time, this car is also all about lightweight and aerodynamics. So for the first time ever, we have a carbon fiber roll cage together along with the carbon fiber bucket seats, and this would actually put out 1,450 kg on the car. The weight of the car would be 1,450 kgs, and this would allow for 860 kilograms of downforce at 285 kilometers per hour. That is equivalent to 2 horses sitting on the car while you're overtaking everyone else on the straights. All in all, I don't want to hold you guys back too much, but my favorite feature, my last and final favorite feature, is the signal lights at the side. If you were to take a look at the signal lights later on, the signal lights are only at the back because all other cars will be behind you on this car. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. I know you're all excited to go out and drive, so please drive safe, have fun, and have a good time at Porsche World Roadshow. Thank you.
Alright, thank you very much, Nikki. And we have one last thing to do, which is start the car up, start her up. We're gonna drive it over to this side, over here on your right. We're gonna take a little group picture, and we'll be on our way. Okay, wait, we gotta give it some rest. Let's go and take a group picture with the car, our Porsche World Roadshow group picture, and then we can split up into our groups. And then instructors, maybe we can have you standing in the different areas so that we can split everyone up into the groups later.
So, welcome to your first activity. First activity, we're gonna be test driving one of the nicest cars that we have brought from Germany, which is the 911 Turbo S Cabriolet. Go ahead.
Quick question, where was the last instructor car in the handling because the radios are not in the GT3?
I think it was the GTS, if I'm not wrong, the yellow GTS. So, 911 Turbo S, we have 650 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel steering because the car also has the rear axle steering, and mainly being a Turbo S, we have the carbon ceramic PCCB brakes. And so this is actually what we want to be test driving in this specific activity. So the exercise very easy. We have a starting point. We want you to give full acceleration up to the cones there, and when you have the first cones, We try to simulate like if we would be in a panic situation. We will hit the brakes as hard as we can and go from a speed of around 100 km/h to a full stop, and we try to do this in the shortest possible stopping distance. So it's full acceleration, full braking. Now each one of you will be doing 2 laps. First lap we do a normal start, you can give full gas and we do the braking. And the second lap we will try the same braking exercise, but with the start using the launch control system. Did anybody of you already try our launch control system? No? So launch control or race start function is to give the car the best possible acceleration. We will have an acceleration time 2.8 seconds. Quite nice. Yeah. How do we use the system? First of all, with the mode switch in the steering wheel, we will go to the Sport Plus position. So launch control is only available once that we are in Sport Plus on the 992 Turbo S. Then we go with the left foot on the brake, and with the right foot I give maximum acceleration. Then the car knows I want to use the race start function. Okay. Then how do we start? Very easy. Just take your foot off the brake, keep the maximum acceleration, and then the car will do all the rest. Up to the braking, and there you do the full braking. Okay. Why do we put launch control on our cars? It's good fun, and it's to give the car, okay, the best possible acceleration. Perfect. Now we also have here a Taycan Turbo S. There we have up to 761 horsepower. Also being Turbo S means we have carbon ceramic brakes. So also here we have the carbon ceramic brakes. And so I will use this car for the demonstration, because also here we have the Sport Chrono package, meaning we also have the mode switch. We also have Sport Plus. We also have launch control. So many of our customers think that launch control is only for 911 or the Boxster Cayman. You can have it in all the Porsche models as long as you have the Sport Chrono package. So how we will do, we are 4 drivers, so I will take 2 people with me for 1 lap, do the demonstration with the Taycan. So the mode switch also here, we have it in the steering wheel, Sport Plus. Safety belt on, please. Okay. And then we have our starting point here. So for the demonstration, Sport Plus is in. I go with the left foot on the brake, right foot maximum acceleration. Okay. And then we have the indication here. To start, I will release the brake. 3, 2, 1, go! Up to the pole. Okay. Okay. Because we have more than 1000 Newton meter of torque. Yes. Which is immediately available. Yeah. And actually the first 30 meters it's even faster than the 911. Yes. Thank you. That's awesome.
Okay. Can I retrieve my phone? Sorry. My phone is at the back.
Okay. Next 2 drivers.
How do I retrieve my phone?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll
thank you.
open it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Look where it is. Yeah, have a look maybe. Let's have a look. I don't see it here.
Yeah, good.
Oh, something flew?
Thank you.
Why? Come on, you have to. Hey, you guys are writing news and everything, yeah? Yeah? Why? Why do manufacturers always ask you to do silent? Why? I'm sure
Check
you
the
guys are
flexibility, reaction, you know, agility.
They change your direction.
Yes.
Alright? Because usually when something has already have momentum, has velocity, it does not like to change direction. Especially one way to the other. You can go with speed and then change one way, but to change the other way, it's always difficult. This is why you need a car with a good agility to change direction. This is what we'll be doing down here. Alright? But just a simple note, alright? You have to be nice and smooth with everything. Don't believe what you see in all the Hollywood movies. It doesn't work that
the
way.
tail so
The face like want to kill people. Huh? You should be smiling, enjoying the ride. Nice and easy. Alright? Just remember this term, less is more. Alright? The less you do, actually the more that you will get. Sometimes we tend to overdo it. Yeah? Okay. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you guys one demonstration run. You guys will have 2 runs. Alright? For you guys to try it out on this one. Okay? Again, technique. I'm sure Will has showed you the way to sit in the car properly. Alright? How to use the steering wheel. Okay? Don't cross your hands inside the wheel. Alright? Don't go for a jolly ride, whatever those things. Always 9 and 2. Ready? Who's going to be the first one? Come on, volunteers.
No, try.
Okay, come. See? I got a brave young lady down there. Come.
Let the expert.
Was the braking and slalom exercise? Did you drive or not? It's like or shaken. Oh, come on. Alright, my name is Kenneth. I'm from Malaysia as well. I think they introduced me, and also I'm working here with my colleague.
Hi everyone, my name is Amrit from Singapore. I'll be the sweeper of the convoy today. See you guys later.
Thank you. So Amrit will now go and prepare the cars for us. So before we start, we will start with the briefing. We wait for him to come. I hope he's coming soon as possible. It's a guided driving, which means I will be driving in front. In between, there's 5 cars, and the closing car will be Amrit, he's behind. So basically 2 drivers per car. However, there's 9 of you which are driving, and so which means one of you will be the lucky driver, will be driving from here to the pit stop and come back again. But the rest, you will have 1 driving and 1 time as the passenger. All right? So very important, please keep a safety distance. Not too far, not too close. Okay? So as soon as you see that the car in front is pulling away, you start to go on the throttle as well. Don't wait. If you wait, you make a big gap, and then the cars behind, they will get further and further away. Alright? So we try to stay all together. Okay? And yeah, we are driving on the public. Yeah, okay. He's back, no problem. And we are driving on the public road. We always need to take care of our left and right, and also the rear. So sometimes you need to use the rear wheel mirrors, but most of the time please look ahead to the front. Yeah, and also use the indicator. And we have the radios in the car, so which means I will give you some information about the cars and also some safety, or if there's any emergency. All right. In case you see some beautiful flashing lights on the car. Normally it doesn't happen, but if it does happen, you can use the radio. Yeah, the car has a digital radio. You need to press the button over here on the right side and hold for 1 second before you start talking. Alright? If you press and you talk, immediately I will hear nothing. Okay? Wait for 1 second. So, like I said, it's driving on the public road, which means we have to obey the traffic rules, and the speed limit over here, maximum 70 km. Okay? And also at the same time, we have red lights. When you see the reds, please don't go full throttle. Yeah? You stop and wait. Don't worry, I will be in front. I will slow down and wait for you guys again. We will keep rolling, we won't stop, but we will roll slowly and wait for the groups or the cars behind you to catch up. And again, very important, please, when you are driving, please don't use the phone. Alright? also the driving modes. I think we already introduced you about the Sport Plus. Please don't use that now. You can use Sport mode. It's okay. And also the DSM is always active. All right. And yeah, we'll always switch on the headlights of all the cars so that well, we can see you. Yes. So, any questions about the driving? Oh, perfect. All right. So for the car changing procedure, so later on there are 5 cars. We have the Cayman GTS, we have the 911, we have Panamera, Taycan 4S, and a Cayenne. All right. It's up to you, your choice to pick which one you want to drive. But as soon as we arrive at the next pit stop, we're going to change in order. This is going to happen. You're going to move to the front, the car in front of you. At the same time, the driver and the passenger will swap seat. Got that? Okay? So when you are in the first car, in the Cayman GTS, please don't go to my instructor car. You go to all the way to the last Cayenne, and you'll also do the same. All right? Good? If you do have any special requests to drive some cars which you didn't drive today, it's possible that you can talk to our Porsche Pro guy. Yeah, it's over there. He will somehow arrange for your next drive next day. All right? Good. Any more questions? Okay, if we have, yes, we have the 4-door cars over there. The back seat is possible to have passenger, but the 911 we do not allow to sit at the rear seat, only on the big cars. All right? Good. Any more questions? Perfect. So the buggy is outside there.
Yes?
Hi, how do I adjust the seat?
Hang on, yeah? How do I do this? Okay, everyone, let's roll. Remember, 2 car length. Don't be pushing me. That's it. Alright? That's right, guys. Enjoy it. Nice and easy. It's not a race. We're not going to basically be breaking the lap speed record, whatever those things. Nice and easy, so they can feel, enjoy the car correctly. Okay, we're gonna come back to the basically paddock area down here. Then we'll do a driver change, yeah? So Andy, we're gonna jump back now. Thanks Andy for doing this. Okay guys, let's roll. Nice and easy. Nice job guys. Now squeeze on the gas. Slight braking for the chicane. Left and right. Remember the distance. Remember the distance. Watch the speed. Watch the speed. Yeah? See? This is why I say watch the speed. This is why I say watch the speed. You're overdoing it, my friend. Yeah? You're overdoing it. Nice and easy. Come on. Don't overdo it. Everybody feel that they can handle speed. Alright? I can guarantee you. Alright? It takes a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of practice. You have to know the techniques, you have to understand. Alright? It's not something you just boom and just go right to speed. Alright? So don't push yourself beyond your capabilities. Car capability is another thing, driver capability is another thing. Alright? It's not the same. Okay? So take it easy. Alright. Always drive within your comfort zone. Okay. Okay. That's it.
Handling was not working anymore. I don't know who was driving, but
All good? Yeah? Okay, now we are on the off-road. Okay, very important question. What's the difference between off-road and rallying? What's the difference between off-road and rallying? Yes. Okay. Sometimes people get confused when they think they're going off-road, they want to do it fast. Alright, off-road is going through obstacles. When you go through obstacles, you want to go as slow as possible. Why? As for you not to damage the cars. Because imagine if yourself, right now we're in the city, we're just in the car park with some obstacles, it's okay. But imagine you're basically in the jungle. If you get stuck in there, not so nice, isn't it? So you want to minimize the risk of damaging your vehicle. So that means you want to go as slowly as possible going through the obstacle. So nice and easy, please. Now, alright, it may sound easy to drive slow, but what you guys going to be doing is crawling speed. It's not so easy to maintain. At the same time, you're trying to go through obstacles and you want to keep the momentum. Alright, because once you lose momentum, you have to start again, which is a bit of a challenge. So you want to keep a nice momentum. That means you're just crawling the vehicle. And this is where finesse comes into the picture. Okay? Some people will think like, it's easy, drive slow. But trying to keep the nice momentum, which is very slow crawling speed, it's not so easy. Alright, so this is a challenge right now. We're going to go through a few obstacles. Alright? Gentle acceleration. Very important. Gentle. Alright, you're not going doing the handling anymore, going to pump into the gas or straighten the car. No, it's all about gentle, smooth acceleration. Slowly but constantly. The mantra of off-road driving. As slow as possible, only as fast as necessary. Okay? Okay, guys, before anything, now this is the age nowadays, yeah? Everybody is busy with the phone. I would very much require your attention when I'm giving the briefing. So, if you can be so kind, put the phone away, alright, for the time being. Okay, afterwards you can do it. Okay, just pay attention for a while. Okay, hand position, always on the outer rim. Okay, never put your hands inside because when you go into a bump, your steering wheel can just turn. You will catch your hands, you can hurt yourself. Okay? Alright, this is all done for you, so don't worry about it. Okay? This is all done. Okay, all done. So the thing is, I don't want to spend so much time talking about this. Let's go outside and do it. That's
The dog lifting the leg up the pee.
As you guys can see, right, how much articulation on the wheels here. Now, then you tend to respect a little bit. You tend to appreciate what the car is doing. In the car just now, you guys cannot feel it. When you look at it, how much articulation, how much the car is actually hanging up in the air. Okay? Alright. Move it forward now.
My phone is dead. My phone is dead.
Come forward, come forward, come forward.
How are you going to go grab later? I don't know. Ask them for charging. My phone
Bit
also
to the left. You can go a little bit more higher there. Okay, control the speed. Control the speed. Roll the car. Just crawl the car over. Roll it. That's it. Alright, steering a bit to the right now. And start bringing it down. Use the pole stick as your guide. Come through. Steering to the right. Come over. Slow, slow. Ooh, okay. Again. Gone already. You got stuck in the off-road already. Stuck in the jungle somewhere. You always want to just land the car gently. Try, yeah? Okay, come. Make a U-turn. Turn back the queue. Alright, next car, come.
I don't know which colour I like the best. I like the grey. Brown is nice, huh? Well, this was the car just nice just now. I was to take back. Or grey. Or brown. I just have three lah.
Go. Alright, I want you to gauge it yourself now. Use the stick as your guide, alright? Because you cannot see downwards, but you can see the red stick right in front of you. Gauge. Alright, judgment now. That's it. Good. remember? You want to crawl it. So I want to see a soft landing. Come. I want to see a soft landing now from you. The wheels are hanging. Soft landing. Give it a soft landing. That's it. Soft landing. There we go. Roll the car. Make the car have a soft landing. That's it. Land the car softly. Land the car softly. There we go. Beautiful touchdown. Mwah. Nice. Okay. To the right. To the right. Pass this cone and make a U-turn.
Alright. Slowly drive forward now. Slowly drive forward. Steady to the right. Steady to the right. Forward and steady to the right. Steady right. Steady right. As long as I don't tell you to turn anyway, just keep it steady right. Okay. Steady right. I didn't tell you to turn left. Steady right. Keep it there. Go. Go. Keep the steering there. Don't hold it. No, you're still turning the steering wheel. Hold the steering there. Go. Okay. Now, keep going to the left. Keep to the left of steering. Steering left. Steering left. Steering left. 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 Hang on. Stop. Do not stop. What are you doing? Trust me. Yeah? You have to trust me on this. Yeah? Alright. Okay. Yeah. Be there. That's it. Now, that's it. That's it. Staying there. good. Okay, couple forward now. Nice and easy. Slowly. Come. Bring it to that. More left. Let it release on the concrete. There we go. Go in the right manual. Okay, go. Well done. Line up at the...
Hello, all right. To all our media colleagues that have just come in, please help yourselves to the food. There's food over there, drinks over there. And also, if you want to claim your goodie bags, you will find that there is a Porsche Lifestyle voucher there. These beautiful Porsche Lifestyle items you can immediately buy and get a nice discount, okay? And also, not just here, but online as well, because the Porsche shop is now live. We have a fully seamless and intuitive digital experience that's being created, so you can look on at our Porsche shop online, and you will be receiving a press communication about it next week.
Do you want to say something on the mic? For me, it's not necessary to close the tickets on the day. You guys can close the day. Yeah. Just that we know when everybody's there. I think everybody's there. So some people already left. Everybody's groups are there.